Good morning and welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are brand new here, my name's Ryan, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be exploring our old barn. And today I need your help because we're trying to figure out what to do with this thing. I'm going to show you it. It's really big. It's pretty old. It's pretty cool. That's why one of the things that I really liked about the property when we first bought it, we've only been here a little over 4 months now, that it had some history. This is an old barn. This old barn was apparently used for dairy, and I guess the farm was used for sheep as well. Now, something really cool happened the other day. The previous owner stopped by, which was really nice, and thank you for doing that. And it's really cool sometimes how YouTube works, because he found our channel on YouTube on one of the first videos that we put up, and he's been able to see the progress that we've been able to make, and kind of stay connected to his old house, because I think he moved in, I think he said 1969, and just left this this last year, so long time. He gave me a few pointers, especially about the barn, of where to get up into the loft, because I couldn't find out where there's a ladder, an access point rather than the outsides, and those ladders looked a little bit sketchy to me, so we're not gonna go on those. But we found a way up into the loft, so we'll go up there and we'll check it out. All right? Think as I'm showing you this, what we could use this for. I have a couple ideas, but nothing set in stone by any means. So put down in the comments what you think we should use it for. All right? All right. So here's the back side of the barn. You've seen it probably in some of our last videos, because the corrals are built around it, which have been really helpful for the new cows that we've gotten. So here's the back side. It's pretty big. It's 2 stories, and we'll go explore. One thing I'd like to do is actually put some real sliding barn doors on here, rather than these ones that swing open. And they're held together like this here. So let's go exploring. I was in here a little bit yesterday, so we can get an idea of where we're at. Here it is. I'm pretty sure here was where they dropped down the hay or the grain or whatever they were using for the dairy cows. And here, apparently, this is where the sheep would be when the sheep were here a bunch of years ago. Probably what, 60, 70 years ago. They were in these stalls, but I don't think it was really used much for anything since then. Here, look, we'll go look in one of the stalls. They're pretty small. I don't think this is really a size for a horse stall. Maybe. Should we get a horse eventually? I don't know. We might. Why? I think horses are cool. Will they fit in here? Don't know. Haven't done enough research on horses. I just know they're expensive, and that's what everybody else tells me, but I still think they're cool. So, still could be worth it. So here's one side, and we're gonna go over here and see the back side. See, this is really cool. It's kind of almost creepy because it's so old, but kind of cool. Does this open? Ah, this does open. Cool. See, I'm learning everything new. You're seeing this for the first time with me. See, we got to clean it out a bit, but you know what? I really want to do something with it. On this side, no stalls, just completely open. Here. Man, just the old building on it, how they made all the notches and how they made everything. It's just really cool. They use so much wood. I mean, look at this. This is, when we clean this up, look, it's got cobwebs on everything. We'll probably come in here, pressure wash it or something, and just bring it back to life. Probably put some lights in here. Don't know exactly what yet. So now let's go over here. We're gonna go towards the front, and this is pretty cool here. And I didn't even know this room existed until my dad came in. And this right here is the front of the barn, and over here is the door to the outside. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. Camera light adjusted finally. Obviously, got some cleaning up to do. I want to get all this lumber out of here, probably use it for something. Now, a couple ideas I had. Since the highway is literally right there, and we have a gate straight ahead, I was thinking we could use this for a couple different things. Now, one of the things I thought about was use this part here, at least these 2 rooms, maybe take out this wall here, don't know yet, and use this as a farm store. So people can come by, we're going to do direct to consumer meats and We have partners with different kind of soaps, different kind of jellies. Do that here, and since we're right on the highway, that could also work. My dad even gave me the idea of doing this as a restaurant. Now, obviously, tons and tons and tons of work and time and money are going to have to be put into turning this to a restaurant, but hey, I don't know yet. We'll see. And I know a restaurant probably not the greatest business idea unless it's really, really, really high-end stuff and we get a good chef in here because I can't cook. But, you know, don't open up a restaurant. It's not worth it. It's really, unless it's super, super high-end and you got a really good chef and you have a lot of traffic, probably not worth it. Good idea for a restaurant because it's got the place and it's got the look and everything, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm open to anything because with everything going on right now, we'll see how many restaurants survive, which is really sad to say. And then, you know, this is going to be a whole different kind of, this is going to be a whole different world that we're going into. So I don't know what's going to come from it. I'm not going to pretend like I know. I don't think anybody knows. So we'll just got to, you know, roll with the punches and see what comes. So that's an option. It's just an option. But right there, that goes to the outside. Now let's see if we can get to the front. See, the gate I was talking about is right there. Could easily put a road to this. Do this here as a parking lot. That would even be cool. Those rooms in there would probably even be cool as an office. See, that's the ladder I'm talking about. And yeah, I don't feel necessarily comfortable going on it. Obvious reasons. What I want to do is I want to take off all the metal that was put on here and replace it with old barnwood that, you know, I've actually looked on Facebook Marketplace and stuff and found some, because that's not something you can buy at Lowe's, because old barnwood needs to be old barnwood, not new barnwood. And just clean it up, make it look nice, paint it obviously, and go from there. I don't know what exactly is going to be done with it yet. Here's the one side here, has like one open stall, and there's doors to get back inside over there. Here's the corral, so we'll see. Now let's go back inside and maybe head up to the loft. Not on that ladder, because ladder's scary. Ladder very scary. Not getting on that. Now when we first got here, I didn't know how to get up to the loft. And right here is an area where like these boards were coming undone really pretty badly. Over here is pretty, you know, it's still intact and everything. So I just kind of ripped them off and climbed up on these things here so I can poke my head up there into the loft. But when the previous owner came by, he said, go look over here, coming from one of the doors towards the house, and you'll find a ladder, and you can just push up on something and you can get in here. Came looking around. The reason why I didn't find the ladder, which is right there by the way, because this door was in front of it. So now, let's move this door and get up to the loft. Alright, here we are. I don't know how good the lighting's gonna be because no lights up here, but check this out. Look at the structure look at how they built it on the frames and everything. This thing is old, but it's really, really pretty freaking cool. Look at this. This is where they drop down the hay or grain or whatever they're feeding the animals. And you can just, you know, there's history here. Now, I'm sitting above those little rooms. So there's like a little ledge right here. You know, and I don't want to walk around too much up here because what is rotting, what's not, if it's all secure, if it's all good. I had the inspector that we had when we bought the house really look at this too. But I don't know if he went up into the loft or anything. I wasn't too happy with him because he just missed a couple things in the house, no problem. But yeah, in here, this is really, really cool. There's so much that can be done with it. I mean, how often do you say that you have access to, I don't know, 80 plus, maybe 100-year-old barn that you can do whatever you want with? I mean, one thing that I was afraid of, I came up here yesterday and I was like, okay, is there gonna be freaking bats or something, you know? In California, you don't deal with bats. I don't know what the deal is with bats. I know some of them want to suck your blood, but look at this. There's so much potential here. Now, also, need you guys' help with something too. What's the best way, for those of you that know and not guess, to kind of check the different boards and make sure that there's no rotting going on, make sure it can hold, you know, weight and everything and not gonna fall through. Because the way that I don't want to do it is I don't want to find that it's rotting in a place, that it's old wood and just brittle. And the only way I can find out is just by falling through, because that's a serious drop, and I don't want to do that. What I was thinking about doing is getting like a 2x6 and kind of laying it across. You can kind of see through the boards where the joists are, and kind of just walking on that and using something to kind of poke at the boards so I don't fall and die and hurt myself. So I don't know what could be done up here. I mean, we could really go and fence it up. We could really go and secure it all in. I've seen some of like barn renovations on YouTube to where they really just rip out the loft and it just becomes this big whole thing. One of the things in the first video that we shot here, when we just took a peek in here, I thought, hey, maybe this could be some sort of event center. Event center right now in this world, I don't think is a really good idea. Why? Because we could have an event but no fans, right? Just like baseball. This is just really, really cool. I just like being up here. It's just cool. I don't know, like what could we do with this? We could, you know, put some spray foam insulation up, make it really, really nice. Hey, you know, what if we turned this into like, what if we fixed it up and turned like the loft into an Airbnb or something like that? I don't know. I just think there's so much history here. We're obviously not gonna bulldoze it or anything like that. We gotta keep this. This is so cool. Now, one of the things that I really was considering, or am really considering, is to see how well this can hold up here. And you know, this used to be for a hay loft, obviously, because that's what barns are for. You drop the hay down to the animals and feed them. Well, we're not confining our animals, as you can see in all the previous videos. We're moving them every day, you know, different pasture, rotational grazing, mob grazing, strip grazing, whatever you want to call it. And the cows are doing fantastic, even with drinking the Basic Age soap, by the way, which works. Okay, no, I got a lot of hate on the video that I did about that. They're fine. They're doing fantastic. They're probably doing better than your cows, for all the people criticizing me and telling me that, oh, you're forcing your cows to eat a Tide Pod. No, you're wrong, and you're probably pretty stupid and ignorant for saying that. Sorry for saying that. That might offend some of you. I don't really care, okay? Now, that's what we do. You guys do things your way. We do things our way. We'll go from there, okay? That's the way it goes. I'll take advice from people. Don't get me wrong with that. But when I see something that works and works and works and works and works for years and years and years and years, and then you're gonna go over there and, you know, try saying that, oh, I'm using the animals, or, you know, that we're forcing them to eat like a Tide Pod, it's just like, you know, people, you're stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, but you know, just because things aren't done your way doesn't mean that it's wrong. Learn from that. Okay, remember that. Okay, good life lesson. But anyways, back to here. What I was thinking about doing was bringing up some hay from either the round bales and just kind of making hay piles or something. I don't know, or probably getting in some square bales and using this here like Joel Salatin uses his hay shed, and winter the cows over here, which would be pretty cool and pretty easy. Either open this up, drop the hay down here, let them eat like they normally would through there, or like there's a door right there that I can just shove the hay out of if it's up here, and you know, the cows can eat it. We'll have like a little cow stand like he does and do something to where it can raise up. And I don't think we're going to really be needing that much hay this year, because we have a lot of grass in front of us and a lot growing behind us. So I think we're doing pretty good on that. Now, I don't know. Just give me some ideas. I want to see what you guys would think. You know, we got a couple ideas on the board already. Joel Salatin style hay shed. We put an office down below where I'm sitting right now in those two rooms. Maybe a farm store. That'd be cool. Turning this into an event center. Turning this into a restaurant. Turning this into, I don't know what, an Airbnb up here. I don't know. Give me some ideas. If you guys have any, you know, cool ideas, I'd love to hear them. We're really, really, really open to suggestions. It is hot up here because there's no insulation, obviously. You can see the outside right there. So I'm probably going to get down from here. But think about it. Down in the comments, please drop an idea of what we should do with it. If we should renovate it, if we should use it for, any kind of, if we should use it for people or if we should use it for animals. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the Joel Salatin style hay shed because it works for him. We could modify some stuff and make this really work for us. We'll see. Ooh, use it for horses? What if for all the horse people out there, what would we have to do in order to turn this into a place for horses? You know, like the stalls for them. Now, would we use the stalls for the horses? I don't know. I'd rather I think I'd want to rotationally graze them like I do with the cows. Don't know enough about horses. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if the horses absolutely need grain. Would like not to feed it to them because they're also ruminants, but I don't know. I just don't know enough. Have to do enough research, but that's where you guys come in. Help me down in the comments. So with that, I think we're going to get down from here and probably cut the video here. So to see what we do with this, hit the subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell so you guys can get notifications. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and please, right now, most importantly, please drop a comment on what you think our suggestions should be. If any of the ones I said sound good to you, put that down. If you guys have a different, cool, crazy idea, please, I would love to know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know enough. We've only been out here a little over 4 months. I don't know enough to where I can make a good decision on that. I really want to get some lights up here. Probably, and I don't know, maybe in the wintertime it should be fine, but in the summertime, man, it is hot up here. It is very hot up here. So we'll see what we can do, all right? So with that, we're signing off now. Thanks in advance for the comments. We'll really look at them. Might do another video about what we choose to do, or maybe even a live stream. We haven't done that yet, and I know a couple of people have been asking for live streams, so we'll see. But for now, we're signing off. Thanks, and have a great one. Bye.
Kelly, what are you so happy for today, huh? You gonna go? Go. What are you so happy for? You want to come out today, huh? What are you smelling, huh? What are you smelling?